says Doctor Who showrunner confirms upcoming season to feature heavy focus on progressive messaging. If you're not writing that in 2024, what on earth are you doing? If it's already not dead,
touching grass. That's what we're fucking doing. Touching grass. Because I don't know if you know, the star of the show said, if you don't like the show, then go touch grass. It's like, yeah, so I'll be like squeezing, I'll be caressing grass. That's what I'll be doing. Not watching your fucking show. You also know it's a reboot now.
Wait, what?
So it's considered a reboot. They're gonna call this season 1.
Okay, that I didn't know. I thought he's going to be the 14th or 15th Doctor.
So when they did the bi-generation, that was essentially with the 14th Doctor, that was ending the old Doctor story, and that's what it was within and they were kind of going back and forth. Are we going to call it season 15? Are we going to call it season 1? And the last time I checked, they're calling it season 1. They're calling it season 1. But whatever it is, it's a reboot. Like Russell T Davies has come out and said it multiple times. It's a complete it's a reboot.
That sucks.
Yeah, well, I get it away. But you're right. It's this is just an out of touch old gay man. Who, I mean, that's what he is. He's an out of touch old gay man who thinks people are still on Tumblr, and it just has no fucking clue. And he's so disconnected. This is what's happening is like a lot of these creatives, like this is why you don't want George Lucas back. All the people begging for George Lucas back, look at Doctor Who. This is exactly why you do not want George. It will just make you sad. It will make you sad, and you don't want to hate George. I didn't want to like really be disappointed and pissed off at RTD, but I am. Because we got activist Russell T Davies and not creative, writer who brought back one of the greatest shows ever in a great way. Again, talent fades. Talent, you only have a finite amount of talent in the world, and you only have it for a certain amount of time. So use it wisely. Use it wisely.
So this is the quote right over here. It says, to this end, Gatwa then noted that while many have taken to describing his version of the Doctor as queer, he himself was reluctant to apply any human label to the Doctor. They're an alien. Okay. And then I do want to talk right over here where Russell T Davies talked about it right here. It says, from here, the Sepinwall noted that while the Doctor Who had always been relatively progressive, a progressive show, Davies' upcoming run would lean particularly hard on such topics, as evidenced by the introduction of Donna Noble's a transgender child. Now, here's the thing: I didn't watch this special, but
you're better off.
I saw clips of it. I'm like, they literally, and I mentioned this before, they literally brought back like a fan favorite David Tennant just to shit on him.
Yes.
Yeah. I've seen this.
The single most predictable thing they can do is bring back the white male character to shit on them because they're trying to discredit the white male legacy that this show has. They've come out and said it. The previous Doctor, Jodie Whittaker, said Doctor Who was a practice in the male gaze. Right? And now it's just a practice in the male gaze. The other gaze.
Yeah.
Gays. I queer is a human trait. So I don't know what the fuck. I think he's just dumb. I think he's just young and dumb. But yeah, this is what happens when you have oh my God, are they talking about what? I'm talking as someone who lived through gay liberation and the way through the AIDS crisis. Yeah, these are 40 years ago. 40 years ago when that shit was real, of course. And that was real, but entertainment has never been a difficult place for gay people to find work. Okay. And that's great. That's fantastic. But there's an old term. We miss cocaine Hollywood. We miss Coke Hollywood now. Now woke Hollywood. We also miss 80s gay. 80s gay when they were like way more fun and cool and like not hung up on everything. Right. And that's the world we're in now. Yeah, I can't wait for a show. And this one's going to be supposedly written down to kids more than the reboot was. The reboot was a kid show, but it was a kid show in the sense of Doctor Who being a kid show when I was a kid, right? When it was scary. You know, there's a bunch of monsters that look like freaking lettuce because the BBC had no money. So they have paper mache and stuff, but they were so hideous. It still made you, I mean, like Davros could scare the shit out of you as a little kid, like completely. You know, this like corpse in a freaking wheelchair. He can't even be a wheelchair now. Yeah. You know, when I was a little kid, Star Trek scared me, but I freaking loved it, you know? But yeah, now we're scaring kids in a whole different way as I look at this picture.
Yeah. it's 100% indoctrination. Like if it's not like basically out front and center, it's 100% indoctrination. And it makes me super, super sad. But yo, we got Jen and Sylph Saska hanging out.
The Saska sisters. What's up, ladies?
Hey, how's it going? Yo, thank you. He said, hail Project Eggroll, hail Gary, the godfather of geekdom. Hail chat. Yo, hail the Saska sisters. Hail. But yeah,
they're brilliant, kind of talented.
Yeah, they are
directors stuff.
Yeah, it's freaking awesome. I love their work. But I told my wife what happened like for Doctor Who, and like the whole alien, like misgendering the alien, and it was, and the thing is that Grae doesn't watch Doctor Who, so me telling him this, he's like, this is insane. Like
it's really insane, right? Like it's the most, it is the single worst example of a murdered franchise, like from beginning to end. They went back to the very beginning and changed the origin. Think of what's your favorite thing, Grae? What is your favorite like book, show, movie?
Okay, let's go for Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad. So we're gonna have to reverse this with Breaking Bad. What if they took Walter White and like gave him this fucking happy ending and it became an inspirational story? Like they just fundamentally went back in time and changed the fucking character, right? So they did that with Doctor Who. They went back and William Hartnell, who is beloved in the UK, beloved by all Doctor Who fans. They replaced him. He was the first Doctor. So he was the original one before he regenerated. He's the one who grew up from a child into adulthood to where he was a grandfather. So he got married, had kids, and his kids had kids, male grandfather. They decided to turn him into a little black girl. They went back in time and said that, and they haven't fully explained it, but he's completely forgot about there's regenerations because the Doctor can regenerate into a different character. So he's forgotten about previous regenerations. And now all those regenerations are by generation. So nobody really died. The other one just took off. So how does that explain the seventh Doctor who got shot in lands in San Francisco and gets shot by a bunch of Asian guys, by the way. And just want to point that out. And gets killed. So did his dead body walk off somewhere? Like, how does this even fucking work? Right. So yeah, there is no story that has been fucked up as much as Doctor Who. And some of the fans hung on and hoped that it's called the Timeless Children timeline. It's the deal breaker. And they thought Russell T Davies would come back and kind of get rid of it. Well, he just made it worse. So I mean, there's nothing but apathy when it comes to this show. Like the only people still talking about it probably are us old guys who are still a little pissed. But we're like, man, you know, just when we thought things couldn't get any worse, they get worse. They get worse. And believe me, that's what's in store for Star Wars.
Thanks for checking out this segment of the Project Eggroll podcast. If you like what we do here, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you will know next time when we go live. We do go live every Saturday at 8 p.m. Once again, we are just getting started. Tons of more video to come. Thanks, and we'll see you guys next time.